Really interesting question. I'll clear up some confusion here. People think that if they die, their spouse automatically gets everything, and probably there's some other people that think if they die, my spouse doesn't get everything, my kids get it, or whatever else. Like every other legal question, it's complicated. If in fact you die and your kids are the blood of your spouse, then in most circumstances, without a will, your spouse gets everything. On the other hand, if you die and you got kids that aren't blood of that surviving spouse, even those adult children can take an interest in the estate. Again, every one of these questions has a complicated answer to it, which is why estate planning is critical, which is why it's expensive. And the reality is this: there are twists and turns that even people who have been doing this for decades don't even fully grasp because of some of these wacky, complicated family relationships we have. One I see running into all the time is the kid that everybody knew was daddy's favorite, quote, adopted or whatever else, but because of the way records were a little flimsy or not quite as significant decades ago, there's no formal adoption, or formal adoption papers are lost, or divorce stuff and disinheriting rights of children is not formalized. This stuff gets complicated. And another thing that's complicated, of course, is adoptions and whether they're done properly and if those vest in the rights that are otherwise provided for in a will. I will tell you this: wills that are done that don't take into consideration after born children or after adopted children are a real problem. And, we're constantly warning people when you have these major life events: death of a kid, birth of a kid, death of a spouse, marriage. It's time to go and change that estate plan, because where things get really messy and ugly and lawyers make a bunch of money is when that stuff isn't taken into account. Where people set to fighting is when they're fighting for what they think is right, not what the will says, not what the law says. If you have interest in this, please like, subscribe, ask for the report. We'll give you on all the information on how to properly do a will and answer that question: does your spouse get everything when you die?